Picture this. You're sailing through crystal-clear Adriatic waters, hopping between pristine islands, partying on floating nightclubs, and living like a millionaire for a week. Your Instagram feed is about to explode with envy-inducing shots of you and your crew living the ultimate summer fantasy. Yacht Week Croatia looks like the perfect blend of luxury, adventure, and non-stop partying that money can buy. But here's what those perfectly curated social media posts don't show you. The seasickness that hits when you're hungover in choppy waters, the $20 beers at island bars that drain your budget faster than your phone battery, and the reality that your luxury yacht might be older than you, with a toilet that barely works. From the party chaos of Hvar to the hidden costs that nobody mentions, we're about to break down everything you need to know about Yacht Week Croatia. The incredible highs, the brutal lows, and the parts that could make or break your sailing adventure. Some of these truths might completely change how you plan your Croatian yacht experience. The Instagram fantasy versus reality? Let's be honest, Yacht Week Croatia looks absolutely incredible on social media. Those shots of your crew clinking champagne glasses at sunset while anchored in a secluded bay? They're real, for about 10 minutes until someone gets seasick. The wind picks up, and you realize you're spending €15 on a basic cocktail at the next marina. The living like a billionaire for a week narrative is seductive. But here's the reality. You're sharing a 40-foot yacht with 7 other people, fighting over one tiny bathroom, and discovering that your luxury accommodation comes with paper-thin walls and a bed that's basically a shelf. Here's what those Instagram posts don't capture. The 6 a.m. anchor chain noise that wakes everyone up, the constant smell of diesel fuel and sunscreen, and the fact that privacy is a luxury you'll pay extra for. That perfect blue water you're swimming in? It's often crowded with hundreds of other boats doing exactly the same thing. But here's the thing. Yacht Week can be absolutely incredible if you know what you're really signing up for. The key is managing expectations and preparing for both the paradise moments and the chaos that comes with putting a bunch of strangers on a boat for a week. The real cost breakdown. Everyone talks about Yacht Week being expensive, but let's break down what you're actually spending when you factor in everything. Yacht costs. The basic yacht rental runs €800 to €2,000 per person, depending on the boat category and season. Sounds reasonable until you realize this is just the starting point. Want a newer boat with air conditioning and reliable Wi-Fi? Add another €500 to €800 per person. Hidden boat fees, marina fees, fuel costs, cleaning deposits, and equipment rentals add up quickly. Budget an extra €200 to €400 per person for these surprise expenses that somehow never make it into the initial quotes. Food and drinks. This is where budgets explode. Provisioning for 8 people for a week costs €600 to €1,000 if you're smart about it. But most crews end up eating out constantly. Expect €40 to €80 per meal per person at island restaurants. Those beachside cocktails? €12 to €20 each, and you'll have many. Island activities, jet ski rentals, beach club entry fees, excursions, and activities add €100 to €300 per person daily. The pressure to do everything and document it for social media makes saying no to expensive activities nearly impossible. Emergency costs, boat damage deposits, medical expenses, replacement gear, and unexpected repairs can hit your budget hard. Most crews don't budget for these, then panic when reality hits. The real total. Plan on spending €2,500 to €4,000 per person for a week, not including flights and travel to Croatia. You can do it cheaper by eating ramen and avoiding activities, but that defeats the purpose of the experience. Choosing your crew. Make or break decision. Your crew selection will determine whether Yacht Week becomes your best vacation ever or a week-long nightmare you'll spend years trying to forget. This isn't just about finding people who can afford it. It's about finding people you can survive being trapped with on a small boat. Compatibility factors. Different sleep schedules, cleanliness standards, drinking habits, and activity preferences become massive issues in close quarters. That friend who's always late? They'll miss the boat literally and figuratively. The clean freak and the slob will create daily drama that affects everyone. Financial stress. Money arguments destroy crews faster than anything else. Someone always spends more. Someone always tries to skip paying their share. And someone always has different ideas about what splitting costs means. Personality clashes. The party animal who never stops drinking, the Instagram influencer who turns every moment into a photo shoot, and the complainer who finds problems with everything will test everyone's patience when there's nowhere to escape. The singles dynamic. Uneven gender ratios, people looking to hook up, and relationship drama can create awkward situations that affect the entire group dynamic. Successful crew strategy. Choose people you've traveled with before, set clear financial agreements up front, and have honest conversations about expectations before booking anything. The boat reality, what you're actually getting. Let's talk about your floating home for the week. Yacht Week boats range from barely seaworthy to genuinely nice, but even the best ones come with limitations that landlubbers don't expect. Space reality, your luxury yacht has about as much living space as a small apartment, shared among 8 people. Privacy doesn't exist, personal space is negotiated, and storage is so limited, you'll live out of a small bag. Bathroom situation, one tiny marine toilet for 8 people, with shower water that's either scalding or freezing, and a pump-out system that clogs easily. The smell becomes part of the experience whether you like it or not. Sleep quality. Boat beds are narrow, hard, and positioned where you'll hear every sound from anchor chains to footsteps above. Seasickness, snoring roommates, and sunrise wake-up calls make quality sleep rare. Kitchen limitations. The galley is tiny, storage is minimal, and cooking for 8 people requires serious planning and patience. Most crews give up on cooking by day 3 and eat out constantly. Technology challenges. Wi-Fi is spotty at best, charging outlets are limited, and electronics don't mix well with salt air and water. Your phone will die faster than usual, and backup power is essential. Navigation and sailing, the learning curve. Unless you're an experienced sailor, you'll be learning on the job with expensive equipment and other people's safety at stake. This creates stress that vacation planning rarely considers. Skipper decisions. Hiring a professional skipper costs extra, 150 to 250 euros daily, but prevents disasters. Skippering yourself saves money, but requires sailing experience and leadership skills that most crews lack. Weather challenges. Croatian weather changes quickly, and sailing decisions affect everyone's safety and enjoyment. Rough seas, strong winds, and sudden storms can force itinerary changes that disappoint the group. Marina logistics. Docking, mooring, and marina reservations during peak season require planning and flexibility. Popular spots fill up quickly, and backup plans become essential. Safety responsibilities. Someone needs to manage safety equipment, monitor weather, and make decisions that affect everyone's well-being. This responsibility often falls to whoever seems most capable, creating unwanted stress. The party scene, chaos and consequences. Yacht Week's party reputation is well-deserved, but the reality of constant partying on a boat brings challenges that can ruin the experience for unprepared crews. Floating nightclubs. The famous raft-ups and floating parties are incredible when they work, but they're also crowded, loud, and sometimes unsafe. Jumping between boats while intoxicated leads to injuries and lost belongings. Alcohol management. Constant drinking in the sun, on moving boats, and in social pressure situations leads to overconsumption, seasickness, and poor decisions. Someone always drinks too much, and managing intoxicated crew members becomes everyone's problem. Party peer pressure. The pressure to keep up with other crews, document everything for social media, and maintain the party image can be exhausting. Not everyone wants to party every night, but opting out can create group tension. Noise and disruption, loud music, late-night conversations, and party cleanup affect everyone's sleep and enjoyment. Marina noise regulations and neighbor complaints add stress to the fun. Safety concerns. Partying around water with unfamiliar people in foreign locations creates risks that require constant awareness and preparation. Island hopping, the highlights and hassles. Croatian islands are genuinely spectacular, but visiting them during Yacht Week comes with unique challenges and considerations. Popular island chaos, Hvar, Vis, and Korčula become overcrowded during Yacht Week, with limited marina space, inflated prices, and tourist saturation that affects the experience. Transportation logistics. Getting around islands without a car requires planning, especially with groups of 8 people carrying beach gear, cameras, and supplies. Cultural disconnect. Many Yacht Week participants stay in tourist bubbles and miss authentic Croatian culture, local food, and genuine island experiences. Environmental impact. The environmental impact of hundreds of boats in pristine locations is real and visible. Responsible sailing practices help preserve these incredible destinations. Hidden gems. The best experiences often happen at lesser-known islands and secluded bays that require local knowledge and flexibility to discover. Weather and seasonal considerations. Croatian weather significantly impacts your Yacht Week experience, and timing your trip requires understanding seasonal patterns that affect everything from sailing conditions to costs. Peak season chaos. July and August offer the best weather, but also the most crowds, highest prices, and booking challenges. Marina space is limited, and popular spots become overcrowded. Shoulder season advantages. June and September offer better value, fewer crowds, and more authentic experiences, but weather can be unpredictable. Weather contingency planning, strong winds, storms, and rough seas can force itinerary changes that disappoint crews expecting specific experiences. Heat and sun exposure. Croatian summer sun is intense, and constant exposure on boats with limited shade leads to serious sunburn and dehydration issues. Health and safety realities. Yacht Week involves unique health and safety considerations that require preparation and awareness throughout the trip. Seasickness. Motion sickness affects many people, especially after drinking or in rough conditions. Seasickness while hungover is a miserable experience that can ruin days of vacation. Sun safety. Constant sun exposure, reflection off water, and limited shade led to severe sunburn and heat exhaustion. Sun protection becomes essential, not optional. Water safety. Swimming in open water, jumping from boats, and water activities carry risks that increase with alcohol consumption and peer pressure. Medical access. Medical facilities on smaller islands are limited, and serious injuries or illnesses may require evacuation to larger cities. Alcohol-related risks. The combination of alcohol, sun, water, and unfamiliar surroundings creates safety risks that require constant awareness and preparation. Making it work. Strategies for success. If you're determined to make Yacht Week Croatia incredible, here are the strategies that successful crews use. Crew preparation. Choose your crew carefully, set clear expectations, and establish financial agreements before booking. Consider personality compatibility as seriously as budget compatibility. Financial planning. Budget 50% more than initial estimates. Agree on expense sharing upfront, and designate someone to manage group finances throughout the trip. Boat selection. Research boats thoroughly, read reviews, and prioritize newer vessels with good maintenance records. Consider hiring a skipper if sailing experience is limited. Itinerary flexibility. Plan must-see destinations, but remain flexible for weather, crowds, and group preferences. Have backup plans for popular spots. Health preparation. Pack comprehensive medical supplies, sun protection, and seasickness remedies. Establish safety protocols and emergency contacts. Cultural respect. Research Croatian culture, learn basic phrases, and engage with local communities respectfully. Seek authentic experiences beyond tourist spots. The verdict: is Yacht Week worth it? So there's the truth about Yacht Week Croatia. It can be absolutely incredible, offering adventure, luxury, and memories that last a lifetime. But it's not the effortless paradise that social media portrays. The reality is that Yacht Week requires significant financial investment, careful crew selection, realistic expectations, and flexibility when things don't go according to plan. It's not a relaxing vacation. It's an adventure that demands active participation and problem-solving skills. For the right crew with proper preparation and realistic expectations, Yacht Week offers unparalleled experiences combining luxury, adventure, and social connection. For others, it becomes an expensive lesson in the importance of planning and managing expectations. The key is honest assessment of your crew, budget, and expectations. Are you ready for the challenges that come with the incredible experiences? Can you handle close quarters, shared responsibilities, and the inevitable problems that arise when you put 8 people on a boat? If you can answer yes to those questions, and you're prepared for both the Instagram moments and the behind-the-scenes reality, Yacht Week Croatia might be the adventure of a lifetime. Just remember, the best stories come from the challenges you overcome together, not just the perfect sunset photos. What do you think? Are you ready to book your Yacht Week adventure, or do you need more time to plan and prepare? Have you done Yacht Week before and lived through these realities? Share your experiences and tips in the comments, and subscribe for more honest travel content that goes beyond the highlight reel.